Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Sunday, July 22nd, 2023. Stand by for a special comment. Well, this week you got both Fox News and CNN saying, oh, it's a 2024 election and we're looking for the third indictment for Donald Trump. Yeah. Well, Americans, let me remind you what voting is. Voting is, for you, the only chance you have to elect representatives that's got to represent you and govern you, not to represent the Republicans, the Democrats, the extremists, the centrists, the moderates, the conservatives, the liberals, the evangelicals. Oh, no, none of those. Let me give you an example what it is. You're going to vote for congressman for your district. Now, those people there should know that in their point of view, they're restricted because they represent a district. And as Leonard Nimoy used to say, the needs of the many, the needs of the few, and the needs of the one. Okay? And the responsibilities of congressmen are the needs of the one and the needs of the few. Okay? The needs of the one means the one person in that district that voted for him. The needs of the few means everybody on that district. And that's all he represents. He may get together with the cohorts from the surrounding districts who have similar points of view from their constituents or needs of the one. Okay, and this is the case you'll say, okay, Joe Blow here is a homeless on the street. What can I do for him? Joe Blow here owns a bar. What can I do for him? Joe Blow is the pastor of this congregation, and what can I do for you? That is the needs of the one. The needs of the few are what can we do to my constituents on this district? The ones who have housing problems, the ones who have school problems because of the local districts. See what I mean? That is the needs of the few. A senator, he is responsible for the needs of the few, meaning the needs of the state he represents. Okay? And in the states, you get 2 senators. So why do you need 2 senators in the states? I don't know. This is the way your founding fathers did. They said it was going to be equal for each state to have representation. It's not about the representation. It's about one person can take care of the whole state if he is the right person to elect. Okay? He's not responsible for the needs of the one, meaning him. He's not responsible for the needs of the many, meaning other states. He is responsible for the needs of the few, meaning the state he lives in. Okay? Do you get me, Americans? And that's what he should be looking at. But here, you have a senator that could be Republican and a senator that could be Democrat. Are you representing your state? Hell no. You're representing your party. Same with your congressman. Congressman, instead of voting for the district, votes for whatever the party line is. That is not representing you, because he should represent the one and the few. He's got probably next to the hardest job, okay, of anybody that gets elected. The senator represents the few, but a congressman can represent the few and the one. A person running for president represents the many. He is the caretaker for the United States. He is the face of the United States. He's not a person anymore when he takes over the presidency. Therefore, he represents the many. The one is included in the many, but he's so small that you don't hear him. Same with the few. But the many, oh, you hear that a lot. Oh boy, have you ever put a lot of people together, say 1,000 people, and everybody's talking at the same time? That's the many. Okay? Now, when you appoint people to the Supreme Court has got the biggest issue of all. They don't represent conservatism, they don't represent liberals, they don't represent extremists or leftists or rightists or anything. They represent the one, the many, and the few. And they didn't represent the few when they overturned Roe versus Wade. They didn't represent the many when they overturned Roe versus Wade. And they surely didn't represent the one when they overturned Roe versus Wade. They represented a point of view which is not included in their vocabulary. So when you vote, Americans, make sure that your cohorts that you're voting for understand this. Do you get my point of view? I doubt it. And Facebook and YouTube, I double dare you to put this out and tell the people to watch this, because it's not inflammatory, it's not hate speech, and it definitely is not political. It's telling you humanity deserves this, and the society of the American people under your Constitution has adopted this. And that's what the few, the many, and the one that Leonard Nimoy was trying to explain in Star Trek. Too bad the writers never let him do much more with it than they did. I wish that today's Star Trek writers and the new world here with Captain Pike and everybody else expands with their Spock on the needs of the many, the needs of the one, and the needs of the few. This is your favorite alien. Good day.